Hello again everyone, Age of June here, and we are back casting another League of Legends game. In this game, it is yet again Diamond players, of course. Diamond won for this season. Last season, they were Diamond, Platinum, etc. This game I actually got into because I saw TiensiNoAkuma was streaming, and I know he's actually fairly popular right now. He is regarded as being one of the best Katarinas out there. And this is by both players as well as by Riot themselves. So, obviously, when I saw that he was actually streaming and playing Katarina, I wanted to get in on this game. So, I did indeed. Like I said, he's currently Diamond 1. His past 6 games at the moment have actually been losses. So, he's not very happy at the moment. I was able to see that before I got into this. I wasn't able to see too much more.
Minions has spawned.
Should promise to be a fairly interesting game. He, like I said, he's a very big time Katarina player. Riot has come to him and asked about, some of the stuff and some changes they've been intending for him and stuff. So he's definitely well regarded. So it looks like the red team went ahead and did a invade here, and they are going to go ahead and go in, get this red buff, and then probably get out of here as soon as possible. Which means that the jungler for the blue team, which is actually Zed, is not going to have this right off the bat unless he figures it out and goes ahead and goes for the enemy red. The blue team does know that there was an invade here, I think. Maybe not. They actually might not have. It looks like the blue team actually went ahead and did double golems, even with the spawn time change, and they ended up not actually seeing it because they didn't have a ward here. So I don't think Zed knows about it. He did come over here now. He now knows that there is indeed no red buff for him. Sorry, Zed. Okay, so while we're waiting here, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, wow, he's already really low. Not sure what happened to him. While we're waiting, I'm going to go ahead and arrange our board here. We've got Elise top, played by InnoX, versus Irelia, played by arrannx. Apparently both of them really like X's in their name. Ooh, Zed's coming over here to possibly punish that. Twitch took a little bit more damage. Alright, so in he comes. He's probably going to try to steal that, but it's way too late for that. No, it's gone. Sorry, Zed. Should have gone to blue. Alright, so no buff for him, which actually that really hurts with the new jungle. Yeah, he has to go back. Because of the fact that the buffs now give a lot of XP. So the fact that he got counter-jungled like that means that he just missed out on a very, very large amount of XP. As you can see here, he's 2, whereas Lee Sin is already 3, and he's actually pretty close to 4, I believe. Yeah, he's actually very close to 4. So just missing that buff really put the Zed quite far behind. So back to the champions, though. We've got Orianna here versus Katarina. Oh, Katarina, of course, as I said before, is TiensiNoAkuma, being harassed quite a bit by the Ori there. But Orianna doesn't have any mana anymore, so she's gonna have to pop her health potion or her mana potions. Whereas Katarina has absolutely no problem with mana, being completely manaless. Oh, what's this? Oh, that was close. I want to see that whole thing. From the back. Okay, so Irelia's here at about half health, took a couple shots from the minions, and the Elise actually landed her stun there on her. Almost took each other down there. The tower got really close, but she is going to escape this. I think she flashed. She did flash there. So her flash is down. Irelia flash is not down, so she might actually be able to turn this into something if she is very careful. Gotta watch out, though. I don't think she has... Yep, she has one Actually, no, she's got plenty of potions, so she can heal back up. But so does Elise, so not sure who'd come out by that time. But down bottom, we've got Twitch, played by DavasiaN, versus Caitlyn, played by Pulse Nerf. Oops, didn't tell Orianna. Orianna here, by the way, sorry about that. I apparently got interrupted and didn't even notice. Orianna is played by Kigger. Maybe Tigger? Anyway, Orianna is Kigger. So there we go. Down bottom, the supports, we've got Leona, played by thanhster, versus Nami, who I've really come to like very recently, played by... Hold on. Oh, very nice jump there. I don't think she's going to escape this, thanks to Zed. first blood goes to Zed. So there we go. He is actually back in the running now with that nice little gank. I'm going to go ahead and rewind it so we can see that whole thing. He's there in the bush. Irelia knows he's there, so she does want to go ahead and scare him as much as possible. He's coming around behind. Irelia dives in, does a little bit of damage to him. She obviously repels to him, which is a great idea, but he's got that ignite and he's able to take her down. Interesting to see a jungler with ignite, but I guess it makes sense for somebody like him. Lee Sin is actually coming in for a gank down here. The Twitch did just get landed there, but the Leona engaged. But that was a great symbol for the Lee Sin to go ahead and engage as well. He did miss his Q there, though, so I do believe Twitch is going to escape this. Leona is also going to escape this. And there is the fallback ping from the red team. Twitch is actually doing quite a bit to that Caitlyn. The expunge there actually took her down to almost half. So I'm not sure that the red team actually came out ahead. In fact, I think they're a little bit behind, health-wise anyway, but Lee Sin's still hanging around, so he can come in for another gank. While we're waiting for that, I'll go ahead and go in on him. Actually, I don't know if I said her name. She is played by JesusStark. Interesting. Wonder if he is of the many people that watches and or reads Game of Thrones. I would guess so due to the Stark thing, but you never know, really. Great books, by the way. Great books. Ooh, just wanting to go in on the Twitch. Since the Leona's back, it's a great time for her to do so. He's now trying to escape. He did go ahead and use his stealth, so he's going to be out of that with no problem whatsoever. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the junglers now. We've got Zed, who is played by chunkysucks, versus Lee Sin, played by TOHELL, is back. I don't know. From what I understand, a lot of the diamond players are actually smurfs of other players. I don't know most of them. He, for all I know, could be a smurf of somebody else. But I have no idea. Leona is now back in lane. The Elise was able to force Irelia back. But now Lee Sin's coming in, and the Irelia's going in. Almost took down the Elise there. Got her really low. And yet again, Irelia did not actually take that much damage from this. So the blue team came out ahead from yet another gank. This is not going well for Lee Sin at all. He's come in for 2 ganks so far, and both times he's been left with team members that were actually farther behind than they were when he got there. This ward is picking up Zed, so that is a large part of why Nami and Caitlyn are sitting so far back. So Leona's going to go ahead and pop these traps here. She did actually take a lot of damage from that, but the traps are cleared at least. Interesting ward here. One would think placing one there would be better just because it would ward just about the same amount. But whatever, maybe... Oh, wait. Okay, that ward was actually placed by Lee Sin when he came in for his gank. That was a jump to ward, so that makes sense. Alright. So, yeah. There's all the players. There we go. In comes the Lee Sin coming in to gank TiensiNoAkuma. She says, fine, I'm going to go in on Orianna. Does she get it? No! She does not. Oh, wait. Is she? Oh, the shield from Lee Sin saves the Orianna. I'm not sure she would have died either way, but she definitely didn't die because of that. So, very nice little shielding there. Not the best of idea to tower dive there, but it was worth a shot, I guess. I guess he figured he was dead either way, so he was going to go for it. So there we go. Lee Sin finally does have a successful gank, which I'm sure he's very, very happy about. And down bottom, there's just farming from both sides. Caitlyn being Caitlyn, poking that poor Twitch. Ooh, in goes the Leona. Did land the stun on Caitlyn there, but Twitch did not manage to get far enough ahead. I believe he got... Twitch didn't... I'm kind of surprised Twitch didn't block that. He might have tried to and then got body blocked by her or something. I really don't know. But either way, she ended up dying to that when it really wasn't necessary. On the other hand, had he done so, he would have been low, so they both would have had to go back, and then the tower might have gone down. So I don't know, that could have factored into it too. I am not sure whatsoever. So Caitlyn is going to go ahead and go back. She does have a kill now, so she's going to be up on Twitch. And CS-wise, she's already almost 20 ahead. And this is not looking good for Twitch at all. Lee Sin's giving the blue buff to Orianna, unsurprisingly. Any Lee Sin by this time, first blue buff respawn, he's going to be giving it to his mid as long as it's not like, I don't know, Katarina. Katarina doesn't need blue. I mean, it's nice because of the cooldown reduction, but she doesn't need it. But at the same time, neither does Zed, so I'm kind of interested to see where this blue buff goes. Actually, yeah, it must have already gone. I didn't even notice when it did. Missed that. Sorry about that. Alright. So, up top, the Elise is actually playing very cautious here. She's now currently a level behind Irelia, and Irelia is able to farm. She's just keeping the Elise pressed way back here. Elise has to be very cautious. In comes the Elise in for yet another gank down bottom. Nope, he changed his... nope. Maybe he didn't change that. Okay, no, he is coming in. There's the Leona ulti there, which did end up hitting them, but unfortunately for her, Lee Sin was coming out at just the right time, and it did end up taking them down. The Nami ulti was able to delay Twitch just enough so that they could take him down. But Zed was ganking mid in the meantime, so it ended up being 1-for-1. In comes the Zed. He does go ahead and ulti there. There is the ulti from Orianna, but Katarina was not hit by the ulti, so she was able to come in and do her massive ulti. And did just enough damage that Zed's ulti tick at the end there was actually able to kill her. Which isn't really surprising if that thing does a lot of damage. So there is the ward from Nami. I don't think she was able to see him come through. I do want to see that. Red team. Okay, so they see him come down. They see him. She comes down and places that ward. It does pick him up, yes. So they do know he is somewhere around here. They just don't know exactly where. So he does come in here, and he's going to go ahead and just help them defend this tower, which is always a good idea. You don't want your tower going down this early. A lot of times in the pro games, you see the pro teams just pressing towers. Sometimes you'll see the jungler do their first clear and then just go in on the tower. Ooh, that was a... Oh, I thought she died, but she didn't. See that whole engagement there. Okay. So they're both at full here, so we actually will get to see the entire thing. That's exactly what happened there. The Irelia jumped in, was able to stun her. She stunned back, and they're both going in. Irelia's actually taking a lot of minion damage, which I think is what really turned this around. Had it not been for all that minion damage, I think she... Well, actually, I know she would have won this, because she just took a lot of damage there. But her abilities came up, and she decided to go ahead and go back in. And she got stunned by the Elise, and then the Elise was able to repel out, so she did end up surviving. Very nice play by the Elise there. And now she's definitely back in this game, and she's not going to have to play nearly as cautious anymore. She's going to get caught up in CS. She's probably going to shove this under the tower so that the Irelia misses some. And then she's probably going to go back and go get some more items so that she can be a lot more deadly, or tanky even, against this Irelia. There's the shove. I don't know that she's going to be able to push it far enough in. Yeah, she does mostly push it in, but in comes the Zed, so she's got to watch out. She's got to run out. There is his jump over the wall. He is now going in. I don't think he has his ulti. He does have his ulti. So he's going in. He's chasing after her there. She's going in on him now. There is the Zed ulti, but I think it hit her already. Yeah, it did indeed. So now he's trying to take her down. She's actually doing quite a bit to him. There's the spider. It doesn't take him down. Wow. That was really close there. He got less, I believe he was less than 20 health there. But the spider was not quite enough, and he was able to do one more ability to just finish her off. Meantime, there's another gank from Lee Sin mid. TiensiNoAkuma is very low here. So I'm not really surprised he decided to turret dive this, as we saw there. So he does go in, landed his Q. She actually jumped to a ward, which is a very nice ability of hers. Being able to jump to anything like that, you can escape from a lot. Lee Sin has it too, but he had already, I think he already used his to get to a minion to go in. I don't know. Well, actually, no, there was nothing to jump to there, because he can't jump to anything. He can only jump to allies. So I think that's what it was. Elise is actually missing quite a bit of CS here, and now Irelia is coming down and probably going to go in on this Orianna. Nope, she decided to change her mind because Lee Sin's there. Down bottom, the Caitlyn and Nami have continued pressuring this Twitch and Leona against the tower, which altogether isn't too surprising. The Caitlyn-Nami lane is actually pretty nasty. A large part of that is because of Caitlyn. She's got such a massive range that she can just outrange Twitch. So Twitch can't do any damage to her, while she's able to do quite a bit. There is the Leona ulti though, but the Nami ulti actually got rid of the Leona jump. In comes the Zed, does go ahead and ulti the Caitlyn. Caitlyn goes down. Now Zed and Twitch are both going in on Nami. She flashed out, But the Zed came over. He's going to go ahead and turret dive this. In comes the Katarina as well, but she was not needed. They did end up taking down the Nami as well. So that was a double kill for Zed, who is definitely back in this game. Being shut down from those buffs hurt him a lot, but it was not quite enough to bring him out of the game. He's now going to go ahead and go in with Twitch and Katarina on this dragon, as they saw that Lee Sin was top and will not be able to contest this. That is one thing that is very important to do in these games, is when you see the jungler top by this time, go ahead and do dragon. He's not going to be able to contest it. You're going to be able to do it fine, especially if you just force the bottom lane back. You're going to get the free dragon, and there's not anything the enemy team can do about it. So there was a ping on the blue buff from the red team. So it looks like Orianna's heading over, as is Lee Sin, and Elise is actually heading over as well to defend it. The Zed walked into the bush and saw them there, so he went ahead and fell back. They did end up giving that to the Orianna. Not Tristana? Wow, me and names tonight. Katarina came over to help, but it didn't end up happening. But now she's going to go ahead. She warded this so that she could see if Orianna was coming over. That ward is picking up the Leona, so she knows that Leona is there. And, oh, that was a good attempt, but I think the Orianna flashed. No, she didn't flash. She just walked by. So she tried to stun her there, but it didn't end up happening. Twitch is down here getting double golems. He knows he cannot safely farm at the tower because he'll take too much damage. But in the meantime, his tower is actually going down. So he's got to go back out. He's coming in for the gank. Did land the slow there on the Caitlyn, but Nami bubbled him. Now Zed is coming in, doing a decent amount of damage. There's the ulti from Zed, going in on this Caitlyn. And I do believe she's going to be dead here. She might end up taking him. Oh, actually, she might survive this. Oh, she does not survive it, but she does go down. Nami escaped it, and Lee Sin came in to help, so he ended up being able to save the Nami, and the Twitch was not able to take anybody. But in comes Katarina, and I think she's wanting to go in on this. She does have her ulti, so she was able to take down that Nami instantly. Now Twitch is in trouble because Orianna came down as well. Down goes the Twitch. Katarina goes ahead and jumps to the minion to get out of that alive, which is a great idea on her part, and she does indeed end up surviving. But now she's at her tower, and I don't believe she's going to be able to defend this. She is going to lose this tower to these two. So that is the third tower down from the blue team for the red team, and that is not good for them. They do have the dragon, so they're not that far behind in global gold, as you can see here, but they're still getting pretty far behind. Irelia is pushing this so she can do some damage to the tower, but she's not really going to be able to do enough that she takes down the tower before Elise gets here, as Elise is in spider form, which increases her movement speed, and she is well on her way over here. Irelia is going, yeah, she did a little over half of the tower damage, but that's not really enough. And they're really wanting to get a tower soon because they are way behind on towers. 3 towers down is not really good when it's the first towers of the game. They are actually also behind in kills now, so they're not doing too well at all on the gold. There's a nice ward from Nami. Went down, though, to the Katarina and Leona combo there. But she just placed another one, so whatever, I got this. Somehow she still has a ward skin. I'm not sure how, I thought those were long gone. But maybe it was more permanent than I thought, or I really don't know. I do seem to remember it being a certain amount of RP for a certain amount of time, and you could set the amount of time, so maybe she actually just paid enough to make it last the entire year. I don't know. Either way, it's kind of cool. I do enjoy seeing the ward skins like that. It's just a little added feature. I don't know that I would... obviously, I didn't pay RP for it, and I don't think I would if given the chance now, but still, it's kind of cool that other people do. So down here, we've got Leona. I have no idea what she's doing, but she just walked into Caitlyn. She was going ahead and warding. She jumped to the Lee Sin there. Now she's trying to get out and go to Zed. He went ahead and kicked her, but now the Zed's going in on the Caitlyn. The Q from Lee Sin came on, so I think the... she does survive there. It was really close, but he was not able to take her down. Twitch is now on the run here from Orianna and Nami. And Orianna went ahead and flashed to take down the Leona. Leona does go down. Twitch went ahead and flashed to get to that, and Katarina appeared from the middle of nowhere. I have no idea where she was. Where was she? Katarina's up here. Okay. so that's where they're taking down the Zed. Alright. So Katarina, I guess, just circled around. No, I have no idea. Okay, so here's where they went ahead, flashed for Leona. Katarina's coming down from up here. Okay, so that's what happened. And down goes the... Wow. She actually flashed and then jumped, I think. Is her flash down? Yeah, okay, so he did indeed flash so that he could get into range to jump to her and finish her off there. So that was a 2-for-1, which is not great for the blue team, but at least they did get a kill. I mean, it's better than nothing. And Irelia actually went ahead and dove that Elise there. So Katarina came in, but the Elise went ahead and used her jump to get up above it. And she jumped over to the Wraiths and was like, I'm fine. So down went that Irelia, and unfortunately she was not able to take anything for it. So that was not a good move on her part at all. Granted, she probably was hoping that Tiensi was going to be able to come in and help her, but unfortunately for her, she was not. By the way, yes, that was my Google. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully I won't receive too many more messages. I almost always receive at least one more, but we'll have to see what happens. We'll see. Probably you'll hear very soon. Anyway, there is a red ping on Dragon, which is not yet spawned, but probably will be soon. They have an approximate timer, just due to the fact that they know that he was top, and I think that they were able to see at least some of it, but I'm not sure. So Zed is pressuring the top tower. He's not going to be able to get there in time if it does indeed spawn, if these guys have the right timer, which I don't know. It might have just been saying Nami Ward. We'll have to see. But either way, he was trying to pressure that down to take it down. There are 3 mid to go ahead and try to take down the mid tower. No, they were just pressing it. I don't know what they're doing. So now Leona is yet again coming down here, the same place she got caught last time. Dragon did just respawn, so both teams are thinking about it, but the red team is actually in position to do it, whereas the purple or the blue team is not. By the way, no, this is the colorblind mode, isn't it? Yeah. Because otherwise it'd be purple. So yeah, I did turn on colorblind mode. I know that there are people out there who are colorblind, and I don't really want to make it so that they can't watch my videos for no other reason. I personally don't mind colorblind mode, if you hadn't noticed by the fact that I didn't even realize it indeed was colorblind mode. So, from what I've seen, most people also don't care about colorblind mode. They do often wonder why it's colorblind mode. But they don't really bother. Ooh, Orianna just got caught for this entire team here. She is going to go down. Nami ulti went ahead and tried to save her. It didn't happen, but the Zed went ahead and went in on the Caitlyn. The Elise almost died here. He is going to die. He did die. He tried to flash out of it. He failed. Now the Leona went in on the Nami there. Twitch and Katarina are both falling. The Nami goes down to Katarina. Now Twitch is following here, and he's going to try to take down the Katarina. Irelia is coming as well. When the Caitlyn went ahead and flashed out of this, so she's trying to run away, but the Irelia went ahead and jumped to a minion, flashed to her, and was able to take her down. So that was an ace for the blue team, and now they are tied on kills and back ahead in gold. They also got the top tower up there. Irelia did while all this action was going down on here. That was why she was so far up. So that is the second tower for the blue team. And they are actually back ahead in gold now. And now there is the ping on Dragon. I don't think there's any pink wards from Leona here. There are not. So they're not going to be able to clear this ward. And they've got to be very cautious here. The red team is coming. Lee Sin is back alive. Pretty much everybody but Caitlyn is back alive. Zed's coming in though. Twitch is here as well. Lee Sin's probably going to go in on Twitch. The Irelia went ahead and went over. So there is the... Wow, she's very low. She went ahead and ultied him. He almost died for it. The dragon kill did go to the blue team. And they actually didn't lose anybody for it, even though I actually thought that they were going to lose at least Twitch. But he ended up surviving that. And now they're going in here. The Irelia went ahead and jumped up and stole that blue buff, but I think she might die for it. She did indeed die for it, so I'm not sure that was really worth it. I mean, she got the XP from blue buff, but at the same time, she gave up a kill, which is a lot more gold. Ooh, Zed is waiting here, so he just went in on the Caitlyn, and she is in very big trouble. She died instantly. One thing Zed is good at, just taking one person and bursting them to nothing. And that's exactly what he did there. So he's roaming around the jungle. He is picked up by this ward and by the... Oh, interesting. I think you tried to put it over the wall there. He was picked up by the trap as well. But honestly, that was actually good for him because him know that the enemy team saw him, which previously they didn't know. So Twitch is down here going in on this tower. The Elise tried to nab him with her stun, but it didn't end up happening. He was still able to do over half the damage to the tower again, so that one's getting pretty low. And the blue team is definitely back in this game. Lee Sin is coming over here. It looks like to go ahead and split push this. And he is indeed here, but Irelia is here to push him back. So she went ahead and went in on him, did quite a bit of damage to him. She went ahead and ignited him, and now there's her ulti, but he used his ulti to kick her back. So he is going to survive. And yet again, she's taking a lot of minion damage. But that's okay, because she did save her tower, and she was able to do a lot of damage to him. In the meantime, Twitch was down here taking down his tower. So that is another tower down for the blue team against the red team, and now the blue team is way ahead in gold. They're now 3k ahead. 3.3-ish. Yeah. So, red team is definitely falling behind. They had a lead there for a while, but they've slowly given it up. And now Leona and Katarina are just walking around clearing wards, getting rid of this vision for the red team, which is really unfortunate for them. They've got Caitlyn traps, but honestly, they're not perfect, and they can be avoided. So, they really prefer wards. As you can see here, Nami is still walking around placing wards, and it's always really annoying when the enemy clears your wards, but that's how it is. There's a ward there, and unfortunately for Leona, they actually placed it right after she checked it, so she's not going to be able to clear that one. I keep seeing strange lights. I think it's actually the lightning outside. I have a storm coming through. I do have a decent ups now, though, so I don't have to worry about my computer dying in the middle of my cast, which is great. I used to have to worry about that. Also, it would die often in the middle of the upload, which is not okay. So I'd wake up in the morning, come in here, and find my ups going beep, and that means that my upload has to be restarted. At least YouTube is good at that. It did pick up where it left off, but it's still really annoying, because I'd have to go through all the effort of turning my computer back on, making my router come back up, and everything else. In the end, all I needed was a new ups, because the old ups was not quite able to handle the amount of power that my computer draws. Leona did go ahead and see this ward. She came back and cleared it out, and now she's walking around again trying to get rid of more wards. There are actually no wards over here, though, so she's not going to be clearing anything here. There is a ward here, and she's probably going to walk into the bush here. And yes, she does indeed, and she does see it. But she went ahead, and Irelia was close to Nami there. Nami's clearing out these wards as well. So, she was coming over here so that her and Irelia could go in on the Nami. But that didn't end up happening. And now the Elise is coming over again. The ward there was taken down, and the Elise was coming over there to go in on Leona. But that didn't end up happening either, as there were plenty of people from the blue team close by. This ward is actually picking Elise up, so they know she's here. Nice attempt at a stun by her. Also, nice attempt of a stun at Leona. But that didn't end up happening, and there is a double ping back from the blue team saying, go back. Especially since Zed is split pushing here. He's actually going in on this tower up here. It's at full health at the moment, but he's doing a lot of damage quite quickly, but he knows that the enemy team is coming at him. So he's going to fall back so that he does not get ganked. Oh, he sees that they went mid again. So now he's going to go back to split pushing. The red team is pressuring the blue team somewhat, able to keep the members that are over here off the mid lane, but he's still got to be careful. The stun got landed on the Leona. Elise is going in on her now. She's going to flash over the wall. She does, and she was just out of range from the Elise jump, so Elise was not able to go in. There was an Orianna ult that unfortunately missed and did not end up grabbing Miss Irelia there like she was hoping. And now Zed is coming in as well. The Katarina used her... What's that thing? Where are you? That thing. Zanya's Hourglass. That's the name. Went ahead, tried to save herself, didn't end up working. She went down anyway. No member of the red team is gone yet. But the blue team did lose their Katarina. They only lost their Katarina, though, which is good, as they were probably kind of worried about losing more. And now the red team is actually going to lose the Elise here. No, the rest of the red team did come over here to rescue her, so she is going to live. Alright. So she went ahead and landed her stun there on Zed, but she's not going to be able to go in because Irelia was there as well. And together, those two could have easily taken at least 2 of them down. I don't think they could have taken 3, as they're not that far ahead. But they are a decent amount ahead, and it would have been very painful for the red team either way. So Irelia, or Orianna, sorry, went ahead. She did get that blue buff, and I think Twitch actually saw her, but he's going to go ahead and just take down this dragon solo. By this point in the game, an AD carry is able to do that. They've got enough lifesteal that they really don't need help. Interesting. He keeps disappearing there. So he did get that dragon for free, no contest. The red team actually doesn't even know it. So they have no idea the dragon is taken. They're probably going to head down there eventually to go ahead and try to take it, even though it's gone. But right now, Nami's actually just walking around clearing the wards that Leona placed. So a little bit of trade, and Leona's walking around placing more. The eternal support war, you know? I love clearing other people's wards, but I hate it when they clear mine. Jerks. Anyway, so Zed is coming over here. He was picked up by, it looks like a trap, as he does have the little vision symbol above his head. And now Nami is placing more wards again. I don't think the Leona has her... No, she does not have oracles anymore. So she will not be able to clear the wards now unless she places a pink or goes back to buy another one. So the blue team is just walking around here. They did see this ward form because they had theirs, but that one saw that ward form too. So both teams know that there is a ward there. But Nami has oracles, so she's going to go ahead and clear this. And the entire blue team has converged down here. They're going to go ahead and try to take down this tower. But the red team has an awful amount of wave clear. So there's really no easy way for the blue team to siege, as any wave that comes up just gets immediately dismantled by the red team. And the blue team said, fine, we're going to go back, as they probably should. Bye, chunkysucks. Katarina's going back. Twitch is the only one who didn't go back. And the red team, it looks like it's just kind of roaming around, clearing vision. Again, getting rid of that blue team vision. So the map is now empty for the blue team. They have no idea what's going on. They have a ward here. They do not. Only the red team has a ward here, and it's almost gone. I can't actually tell the time, but it's pretty low. And Nami actually came in as it was expiring and went ahead and placed another one. So now she's going to go ahead and go back. Orianna's going back. And the blue team is just walking around farming. They're going to go ahead and give old blue to somebody. I have no idea who, because nobody really needs it. Again, it's okay for Katarina, so she's probably going to take it. She did indeed end up taking it. It's also decent for Zed. I mean, he's got the cooldowns too. But he's limited by his energy there, whereas Katarina is not. So it is far better on Katarina than it is on Zed. But it's far better on a mana user than it is on either of them. But there are no mana users that need it for the blue team. I mean, Irelia is a mana user, but she really doesn't go through mana all that quickly. So she obviously doesn't need blue buff. And Leona, nah, she's fine. She doesn't need blue buff. Twitch is the only one who could possibly use it, as from what I've seen, Twitch does go through his mana fairly quickly, but by this late in the game, even he doesn't really need it, and he could probably do perfectly fine without it, and indeed will. Red team is coming up here, going to go ahead and just clear out more wards, and it looks like they're heading towards Baron. Probably to clear any wards that are here, which there aren't any, and they may end up going in on it as soon as it's there. These wards are picking up the blue team, so they know that the blue team is coming, and the blue team actually has to be really cautious as Twitch is still down here in the mid lane. Lots of pingbacks from the blue team, and I'm not sure why. Twitch says, you know what, let's just go for it. Let's go for the mid lane. And he is. The stun, I think, landed on Zed there, but it wasn't really able to do too much. But decent Q landed on Zed, though. And he went ahead and flashed and kicked that Zed right back in. TiensiNoAkuma did a lot of damage there, but was not able to take anything down, but she was able to soften them up enough that Twitch is just ripping through them now. Irelia is ripping through them as well. The Elise flashed out. I think she's going to escape this, as she is pretty fast, but... ooh, the Leona just got caught there, and Twitch is nowhere near. They are both chasing down this spider here, and she is going to go down to Twitch. Down she goes. There's the stun. But that means that was a 3-for-3. Lee Sin and Caitlyn are up against Irelia and Twitch. Twitch is going to go ahead and come down here and farm. How much damage did he get on that tower? Actually, a lot of damage. That thing is really close to dead. They did prevent the red team from doing Baron as well, which is great. So I think they came out of that pretty well ahead. I mean, they did, both teams gained the same amount of gold, but in what they actually did and prevented, I think that the blue team did a little bit better there. It was a nice bait for the red team, but they lost a lot of their tower life because of it. And Twitch is just down here pushing. I don't think he's going to continue pushing for too long. He's just going to push this way would be my guess, and then he'll probably go ahead and rejoin his allies. I do like how many wards there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm counting both teams, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 wards. Not bad, and they're all in this tiny little area. So this entire area is visible to the red team for sure, and a lot of it was visible for the blue team, although I think Nami has Oracle. She does. She died in that too, so she went ahead and bought another Oracle for that. So that is another 400 gold down for her. Leona also bought an Oracle, so she's walking around clearing wards too. And placing wards. Nope, no wards in there for you, so she is going to go ahead and walk away. Ping here on the red team, not sure why. But she's still walking around clearing up wards. The her wards that she just placed are now getting cleared by Nami. So yeah, it's just a nice little support war. Kind of funny to watch. Annoying to participate in, I would think. Elise tried to land a stun there on Twitch, but it looks like she missed. I'm not sure what Zed is doing up here. He's just kind of chilling out. And it looks like another team fight is brewing. Leona's coming down. The entire red team is here. The entire purple team is here. Zed is actually a little out of position here, but I don't think the red team knows it. They do now. He went ahead and used his ulti there on somebody. Not sure who. But Twitch was able to take down Lee Sin in that. And now this is going to go down. There's the Leona ulti. The Elise went down to Twitch as well. So, and there goes the Leona stunning that Caitlyn. Caitlyn's going to go down too. Bye, Caitlyn. Shut down for Twitch. But Twitch is also going to get shut down by Orianna. Down he goes. Okay, so again, that was actually no, this was a 3 for 2. In comes Zed, which did end up taking down Orianna, and he was able to take down Nami as well. Irelia almost died there, but now they're gonna have to be very cautious here. They're gonna sit here in the middle until the wave gets here, and it did indeed get here. So they're gonna go ahead and take down this tower. The red team does not have anybody until Lee Sin in 5 seconds. I think they're gonna lose their inhibitor before that happens. And as soon as this inhib goes, this team needs to fall back. And there we go. They are falling back indeed. So that was definitely a good fight for the blue team. Lee Sin's coming out with his home guards, trying to chase them down, but they were wise and did not go ahead and lazy back anywhere nearby. So they're gonna get out of this. Oh, maybe not. It's gonna be close. Ooh, yep, she barely made it, but she did indeed make it. So yeah, that was close. And he's gonna go back to his jungle. Zed is down here taking down the dragon. So that is another dragon for the blue team. I'm pretty sure every dragon this game has gone to the blue team. I don't know of any way to track that, unfortunately, but I'm almost certain that every dragon has gone to them. It's possible I misremember, but I don't think so. So anyway, that means that the blue team is up to 58k, or 59k versus 50.3k for the red team. Leona's just sitting here pushing alone. Boom. Not a very good pusher, as you can see there. She doesn't do very much damage at all. Her passive is nice if you have an ally, which she doesn't. So Zed's coming in too. He just did a little harass there on Lee Sin. He knows he's not going to be able to do too much more, as Katarina is top, Twitch is bot, and he's got to be careful. He can't really go in on this. There is the Caitlyn ulti. Did get tanked by the Leona, so Zed took no damage from that. There is a red ping on their bottom tower, even though nobody's there. I guess they're just saying, hey, defend it against this minion wave, because that is a pretty nasty minion wave coming. But Zed and Irelia are both pushing up mid here, probably going to fall back. They are indeed falling back. They've pushed the minion wave up, and it's got super minions coming. So the red team definitely has to stay there, otherwise their towers will be pressured by that, and it will start pushing all the lanes forward. But Zed is going to wait in this bush. Looks like he's thinking about going in on this tower. Probably waiting for somebody to cross through here. But they are being smart and not doing so. And now these wards pick up the enemy team, and they know that it's a good idea. But the fact of that is that gave Zed the go-ahead. He knows that it's safe now for him to go, and he knew that very likely his team was now revealed. so he knew that the enemy was not going to be walking towards him. So he went ahead, took down that tower. Twitch actually got the kill, and now they're going to continue pushing this. The entire blue team is here versus the entire red team again. Lee Sin went ahead and went in on that Twitch, and Twitch flashed out of it, which means that Lee Sin actually was not able to do anything, and he died for his efforts there. Now the entire blue team is going in. They're going in on the Caitlyn here. She is stunned, so she's going to go down as well. Nobody dead from the blue team yet. TiensiNoAkuma is going in on this tower, and they actually did a little bit of damage to this tower as well. Twitch did. Twitch is just life-stealing it up like crazy. Down went the tower. They're going in on the inhibitor now, while Twitch... Oh my. Irelia went a little too deep there. Zed did end up killing the Orianna, but it ended up getting Irelia dead for it. But it doesn't matter because that's GG. Bam. Alright. So let's go ahead and have a quick look at the items here. Go a little bit farther back. Don't want that there. Okay. Now scroll away so we don't hear the sound of the Nexus. And we'll just look at this word. Okay, so we've got Elise, who has 204 CS versus 229 for Irelia. They're both pretty close there. Elise is 266 versus a 337. Irelia, she's way below on the deaths, and she's actually a little ahead on both kills and assists. So she's definitely ahead in gold there. 12 versus... Wow, she's way ahead in gold. That's not quite what I expected. I guess the towers actually made the big difference there. Anyway, Elise has Spirit Visage, Spirit of the Spectral Wraith. She's going all Spirit there. Haunting Guise, Seeker's Arm Guard, Sorcerer's Shoes, and a Chain Vest versus Randuin's Omen, Blade of the Ruined King, Sunfire Cape, Mercury's Treads, and a Doran's Blade. Orianna has 302 CS versus 271 for Katarina. Orianna is 455 versus 2410 for Katarina. She has a Rabadon's Death Cap, Athena's Unholy Grail, Void Staff, Seeker's Arm Guard. She's also going for that item there. Zonya's Hourglass, and Sorcerer's Shoes. Katarina has Rabadon's Death Cap, Zonya's Hourglass, Void Staff, Sorcerer's Shoes with the Distortion effect, which reduces Teleport Flash and Ghost. And she's got a couple Sight Wards, which are great for Katarina because you could jump to them. Escape! Caitlyn has 254 CS versus 291 for Twitch. She is 11.63. She's pretty dangerous. But at the same time, so is Twitch, as he is 10.38. So actually, he's more dangerous than her. Actually, by a lot, because of that CS there. Anyway, she has a Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, Last Whisper, BF Sword, Berserker's Grease, the Home Guard Enchant, and a Pickaxe versus Infinity Edge, Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, Last Whisper, Berserker's Grease, and a Negatron Cloak. The Nami has 22 CS versus 38 for Leona. Doesn't matter. Support 2513 versus 069. Nami was definitely there for a lot more of the team fights, it looks like. And she got, actually I'd say she was probably ahead in gold outside of the global gold, which does actually inflate the numbers there. She has Ruby Sidestone, Boots of Mobility, the Home Guard Enchant. She is actually pretty good at ganking with that. Kindle Gem, Cage's Lucky Pick, Philosopher's Stone, and Sight Ward. She went pretty hardcore gold per 10 there. Interesting. So she actually might not be too far behind. 9. Actually, she's ahead. So there we go. That did make up for the global gold there. The Leona has Runic Bulwark, Ruby Sidestone, Boots of Mobility as well, and a Philosopher's Stone. Maybe I should think about building Boots of Mobility when I'm supporting. It does seem like it'd be good for ganking. Alright, so Lee Sin is at 97 CS versus 216 for Zed. Lee Sin is 139 versus 1044, which is a huge difference. Zed is definitely way ahead there. Yeah, he's got almost double the CS there, or double the gold. The Lee Sin has Aegis of the Legion, the Wriggles Lantern, Boots of Mobility, the Home Guard Enchant, and a Null Magic Mantle versus Blade of the Ruined King, Black Cleaver, Last Whisper, Spirit of the Elder Lizard, Boots of Mobility, and a Chain Vest. So yeah, Zed is way ahead of Lee Sin there. Anyway, that is the end of this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I shall see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.